Hey you guys, it's your girl Internet, and today I'll be coming at you with the video, and it's called Candace Owens revealed a bombshell about Diddy's rage. Now, everyone been seeing a lot that has been going on with Diddy, and I have been kind of wondering, like, where's Candace? I know Candace got something to say, so here she is. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you can see me. And let's get into this video.
Being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats, and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films.
Y'all, it's looking like Diddy is finally getting thrown into jail after his house was raided by police and his sons Justin and Christian Combs were arrested. But before police could even get their hands on Diddy himself, that man pulled a Russell Simmons and jetted off to a third world country. According to his flight data, the private jet took off from the U.S. to a secret island just minutes after police raided his home to arrest him for trafficking. And just when we thought the story couldn't get any worse, Candace Owens stepped into the chat and spilled some major tea about the real reason that Diddy's home was raided by police in the first place. And y'all cannot imagine the things she had to say. She sent the internet into a frenzy with her revelation because we all know Candace never tells a lie, and she always come through with receipts to back up what she has to say.
By a former partner, that lawsuit was then settled very quickly. But in December, he faced allegations and a complaint filed in the Southern District of New York. The suit was brought by a woman.
Breaking news: the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
Okay, so it looks like all the allegations and lawsuits that have been slapped on Diddy these past couple of months are really gonna lead to his arrest, because the police are now involved, and word on the street is he's involved in a very high-profile RICO investigation for his involvement in sex trafficking and the mistreatment of younger girls. Now, if you've been on social media these past couple of months, then you've probably heard a little bit about all this because of all of the countless allegations and lawsuits that have been rolling in against Diddy. But most of us really didn't realize just how deep this whole thing got until the police raided his house in Miami and arrested his 2 sons, Justin and Christian. In the pictures leaked from the raid, you can see Justin and Christian in handcuffs while being dragged around by the police like a bunch of criminals. According to reports, the raid was done in connection to federal sex trafficking investigations. The raid was done by Homeland Security, with police officers seen coming out of Diddy's house with boxes and bags of evidence, electronics. The police also said this is the first of many raids that they plan to do on all of Diddy's properties, including the ones in New York and Chicago, to ransack all of them places for potential evidence too.
Wow.
Now, baby, this is where things get even messier because
okay, I know I heard Diddy, he had a lot of houses, but I also heard like he was broke too. So what he would have to do, he would have to do some kind of like little move that rich people do and have to give back some assets or something like that. Something like that I heard. But dang, how many houses that they should have did all of them? Well, they should have did how they did. They do the 2 and then like give it like a few months and go do the other one. So I get that part.
Just minutes after the news of Diddy's home being raided started going around online, Diddy jumped on his private jet and took off to the Caribbean islands. Like, you cannot make this up. This was reported by TMZ when they revealed that Diddy's jet, Love Air LLC, the well-known Black Gulfstream 5, was currently around in Antigua. which is down in the Caribbean. They said the plane is currently grounded there, although the flight data has yet to update and register him as officially having landed. In any case, it's definitely Diddy's jet, no question. What's even more suspicious about this whole thing is that within the last 24 hours before the raid, his jet was reportedly moving between LA and Palm Springs. And people believe that he got word from his contacts that the raid was gonna happen, so he was trying to clean up the evidence. Based on the flight activity viewed by TMZ, Diddy's jet has been up and down California between Sunday and Monday, taking off from Sacramento Executive Airport Sunday evening around 5:30 p.m. and landing in Palm Springs International Airport around an hour later. An hour after that, around 7:30 p.m., Diddy's jet took off from Palm Springs yet again and landed at Van Nuys Airport, which is in the LA area, about 30 minutes later around 8. Around 9 a.m. Monday, the jet took off from Van Nuys Airport and landed at some point in Antigua. But TMZ was not done exposing Diddy for filth, because they had also leaked a video that they captured of him pacing around
That daggone TMZ, they gonna have that news, they gonna have it hot and fresh, everything. They gonna get it. No matter where you are, they're gonna get you. They gonna get you. Especially something hot like this. Oh yes, they gonna get you. And he looked like he'll off himself. So
list at the Miami airport right before he jumped on his jet and went to the Caribbean islands. He looked a hot mess, and as you can tell from his body language, he was ready to get out of the country. This also explains why he wasn't home when it happened.
Right.
He really threw his sons under the bus to save himself. One person reacted to this by saying, "Wait, Diddy really took a private jet and left the US and left all his kids behind?
Right.
That's some dirty-ish." Now, Cassie's
Right.
lawyers also released a statement saying they will be more than willing to testify and give police any information that they need to prosecute Diddy for good. The statement read, "We will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those that have violated the law. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct." And just when we thought things couldn't get no messier, Candace Owens also stepped into the chat and completely shook the internet when she said Diddy was actually being used as the scapegoat to save other people in the industry who were also involved in his dirty activities. Apparently, the raid was just a way for them to collect all the evidence that could possibly incriminate the people he's been doing this with. She said the feds are currently raiding Diddy's house. They already knew what he was up to, but he's gonna be the fall guy, so they can protect the people at the top of the ring. They're raiding his home to hide evidence, not to find it. That's how this works. The crazy thing is, there really is actually some truth to what Candace said. Because if y'all remember, there were reports some time ago that people in the industry would also be exposed, but it wasn't confirmed who those people were gonna be. However, the number one suspect on everybody's list was Jay-Z. Jay got some skeletons in his closet that have been slowly being exposed these past couple of months, and he also had very strong ties to Diddy before all this went down. The very popular psychic YouTuber Sloan Bella actually hinted at this a couple weeks ago when she said Jay-Z would be next in line to be exposed after Diddy. Now, I already know some of y'all done started to roll your eyes because you don't believe in the spiritual stuff. Trust me, I felt the same way when I first came across this. But Sloan was spot on about every single one of her predictions about Diddy. She predicted the Cassie lawsuit months before it happened and gave a timeline as to when it would go down, and everything she said was 100% accurate. In fact, just a couple weeks ago, she made a video talking about how Diddy was gonna be involved in some serious trouble that would land him in jail. She also specified that it would happen at the end of March and sometime in April. She said he wouldn't be able to say things he needs to say, and he would be used as the scapegoat by the higher-ups. Now, clearly, I don't need to tell y'all how accurate that information is to what's happening right now. We're literally in the last week of March, and Easter is coming up this Sunday. Everything she said that's gonna happen to Diddy is happening right now, and she even got the timeline spot on. I don't know about y'all, but the math is definitely mathing.
Utter takedown of P. Diddy and his 3 right-hand men, okay? 3. So there's going to be a takedown that comes in with that, and he's going to try to step away. They're not done. And here's another thing I'm being shown. His mouth is being sewn up. So when I see his face, the image I get is the mouth is being sewn up. So he is going to be unable to speak for some reason. I can't talk. I cannot speak for myself anymore. This to me sounds like a losing of faculties, a losing of thought, a losing of thinking. I cannot speak, but it's sewed up around his mouth. That's actually how I'm seeing it. They're going to stitch his mouth shut.
Oh my God.
Why his mouth is being sewn up? It's because of his mentors, and they don't want it coming out over here, even though some of them are outing themselves. These are old guys connected to old time, old style Motown. And she's showing me that he's being shut up from outing them or from speaking about them for some reason. So there's a hierarchy going on here, and there's a total takedown of him. He is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff. He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb. And I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame, March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb. There's something else that's going to come up with him. We are not done.
Whoever they don't want around anymore for whatever the reason, okay? It's like they just don't want them because they're going to turn them in. It's a never-ending game. It must have gone on through centuries. But whatever it is that they don't want to have happen, they get rid of the person from March of 2024, April, Easter time frame, Easter, lamb, Easter. Watch for that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's happening there, but it might be nothing, but that's what I just heard. So I'm going to put it out there.
Anyway, going back to what I was saying about Jay-Z potentially being one of the people involved in Diddy's dirty dealings, Sloan Bella also made a video about it a couple weeks ago when she said Jay is also going to go down in the upcoming months. She even went as far as to saying it'll possibly happen around November and that Beyonce isn't as innocent as we've made her out to be.
There are legal troubles for Jay-Z that come up in November, and they come attached to another person. And I'm kind of swinging around to Justin Bieber. Like, I'm looking at the people up there, and I'm kind of torn between Chris Brown and Justin Bieber.
What?
But I'm going the Justin Bieber way here because Bieber is involved in this sideways. Now, this connects him to R. Kelly. High-level pimping and pandering for the music industry through the trafficking of human beings, okay? So I'm going to put that out there in that fashion. You, me, them, we're going to start seeing through the veil when it comes to Jay-Z, and within 3 years, public favor is removed. Now, he's not the first one to go down behind P. Diddy, but he's a close second. Russell Simmons pops up in the conversation, okay? In the conversation.
Russell Simmons already gone. He already done left the country, so they probably gonna pull him on back. Come on back over here, because you got some stuff we need to talk about.
So I have not heard head nor tail of Russell Simmons. He pops right in right now. For months. I mean, he went off somewhere and who the hell knows where he went.
Right.
Those words, that hiding will come to play in the future months. We're going to see conversation from Russell Simmons. It's either behind the scenes, it's something that is going to bring about a change in how the public looks at Jay-Z. I get Jay-Z connected to Clive Davis, connected to P. Diddy, and so there's a succession of things happening. Clive is old right now, so he's probably next in line, but I'm kind of shooting off with Chris Brown, and then I'm shooting off with Justin Bieber, and then I'm kind of going to MC Hammer. Like, it's happening. These people people are being used on different levels to take other people's money, clean it, move things all about the country under the guise of their creative talents. So it's a combination that's coming after him. And when they take him down, they're going to take Beyonce down behind him. and it's going to start crumbling. He has a target directed.
Not B. Come on, leave B out of this. Leave her out of this. She do like she'll do some stuff too. She really do. She like she'll do some stuff. She'll throw a rock and hide her hand. But leave B out of this. Leave B alone. No.
At him because people want him found out.
Child, this is really the end for Diddy.
Right.
His multi-billion-dollar empire is gonna save him from all of this.
No.
Anything he's built, everyone he's hurt, everybody he's stolen from, and all the alleged lives that he's taken, it's all getting exposed. There's literally no redemption at this point. Now, as usual, folks had their own 2 cents to give. Like this person who said, I knew Diddy was in hot water, but all 3 of his houses getting raided by Homeland Security was not on my 2024 bingo card. With that said, Jay-Z is next, but y'all are not ready for this conversation because y'all so obsessed with his damn wife. Another person said, Diddy will not be recovering from this.
No.
Cassie has opened the floodgates. One thing about karma is it doesn't care how much money is involved.
Right.
But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Diddy's house getting raided by the feds? And do y'all think Candace is right about Diddy being used as a sacrificial lamb to protect the higher-ups in the industry? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy.
Me personally, I always thought Diddy was one of the higher-ups. So, it's some more people up over him. This right here is just crazy. I feel like this is a bunch of Illuminati stuff. I really do. Jay-Z, yeah, I can kind of see him being like somebody over Sean or whatever because I think he is richer than him because P. Diddy is broke. But it's just a hot mess. Like this whole thing. Then MC Hammer, she said MC Hammer gonna have something to do with this? Oh my God. I wonder what MC Hammer done. Like what he done to get in all this stuff. He must sit his old self down. But y'all tell me what y'all thought of the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, you guys.